Connecticut Housing Finance Authority is the low-income housing tax credit allocating agency for the state of Connecticut. The public is hereby notified that CHFA will hold a public hearing on June 12th, 2025 at 1 p.m. to receive data, views, and comments with respect to its LIHTC qualified allocation plan. All interested persons may attend. This meeting will take place virtually, and all are invited to participate by connecting via Zoom. These instructions will also be available online at www.chfa.org. The QAP is available to review by visiting CHFA's website. Written statements in place of or in addition to oral statements may be submitted by email to public comment at chfa.org or by mail to attention Terry Nash Giovannucci at CHFA's business address from the date of this notice, which was June 1st, to no later than the close of business, June 13th, 2025. The link, the meeting ID, etc., were provided online and in the notice. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We welcome your comments. Don't be shy.
Gary, I don't see a raise hand function. Were we supposed to
Oh,
have that?
it's under React.
Oh, okay. Thank
Yep,
you.
yep,
Sorry.
yep. That's okay. Are you raising your hand?
Sure, if no one else is.
Thank you.
Okay, I was just going to say that I appreciate the changes in the draft. It makes me feel that CHFA really and a lot of the changes reflect what many people, the majority of people were suggesting. So I just want to say thank you for recognizing what people were saying and figuring out a way to incorporate it into the QAP.
Thanks, John. See, Ben?
Hi, thank
Miss.
you.
Mhm.
This is Ben Tripp with the Metro Realty Group. I just have one comment on a section that looks like it was added to the qualifications and experience, section 5 of the QAP. The language seems to suggest that if, for the most recent allocation, if final cost certification is more than 5% below the final development budget, then you only get 1 point. And if it's more than 10% below, you get 0 points. So in some sense, it disincentivizes too much savings, I suppose. I would propose that there shouldn't be a cap at all. If you're below your budget, I would think you should earn the full points in this section. But if there does need to be a cap, I would suggest that anyone below 5% of the proposed development budget, you do not include the hard cost contingency or soft cost contingency in that calculation, because you can see how I would not think a development should be compelled to spend their contingency dollars in an event where you've got 5 to 8% of hard cost contingency, an additional layer of soft cost contingency, and perhaps you're delivering your development ahead of schedule. You might have construction interest savings, capitalized real estate tax savings. I think you can get more than 5% below your original budget pretty easily, while staying in line with the rest of your hard and soft cost items.
Thank you. Nick?
Nick Catandella with Zenolith Partners, and we are proposing the addition of some sort of scoring preference for municipal RFP sites in an effort to make them more competitive for the 9% awards.
Okay. Thank you. Eve?
Hi, good afternoon. Seeing the strikeout of the
Steve, I'm sorry, where are you
oh,
from?
sorry, with Stephen Winter Associates in Norwalk.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, thank you. I'm seeing the strikeout of zero energy ready homes as a requirement for new construction projects, as well as a strikeout of balanced ventilation. I do see that the reference to the sustainability guidelines has remained, and I'm just curious to know, or would be curious to know, if maybe some of those requirements are going to find their way into a different document, that energy sustainability guidance document, since they've been removed from this one, the QAP.
Is that your suggestion?
Right. I guess we're not answering questions here, are we? So yeah, my suggestion would be to make sure that some sort of energy standards are provided in the sustainability guidelines to a level that is equivalent or equivalent to what was in last year's QAP.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Stephen.
Sorry, you might be able to
No
tell. I'm
worries.
just buzzing through this right now. Did not in advance of the call. In the 9% new construction sustainability measures, we're talking about Exhibit A2. The language for 2 points for PV systems reads currently PV system designed to the greatest extent possible given the scope of work and project budget. For a competitive process, I'd recommend having language in there that is very clear and black and white, rather than this one, which is very open-ended. So it could be, first of all, you can design the PV, but doesn't do anything for you if you don't actually install it. So that's where I'd start. But also, I feel like in the past, or maybe it's again in the sustainability guidelines, there's a reference to the Green Bank and, their solar program. So I guess I would recommend putting some teeth on that requirement, specifically because it is included in the competitive tier.
Okay. Katie?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is actually Katie Shelton with the Connecticut Green Bank, and our comment was in reference to the exact same section that Stephen just mentioned. The current language states PV systems designed to the greatest extent possible given the scope of work and project budget. Our only comment there was to add some clarifying language in the event that maximizing the system size isn't necessarily financially beneficial to the site, given system layout and constraints. So perhaps adding with a focus of maximizing the long-term financial benefit and return on investment for the site would be proposed language if helpful.
Okay. Thank you. Stephen?
Sorry, this is so piecemeal. In exhibit, again, A2, nobody's sensing a trend by now. This is what we do with the sustainability stuff. Passive house is currently an option for tier what's now 2 for 3 points. You may just want to include FIAS as an option. So there's Passive House International, which is PHI, and then there's Passive House Institute of US, which is FIAS. To
Okay.
include that in there. I also would just warn you, getting below that 42 is tricky. It's possible, but that's not an official comment. I'll take that back. Thank you.
Okay. Jonathan?
Yeah, thank you. I just want to provide some perspective for maybe some of these folks who have to make their living selling this energy stuff, that the reason it got diluted a little bit was because it's killing us. And because anything that's above whatever the applicable building code requires is killing us. And it's killing the whole balance at CHFA between wanting this, and this, and then wanting to give you points for being cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. It's a completely conflicting set of guidelines, and it's a little bit better now because it diminished some of that expensive energy stuff. And especially it hurts in places for a 9% project more than 60 units where the project cap of credits kills you. Or how about in Lower Fairfield County where we are, where that 30,000 credits per unit does zip for us, and we get more money from 4% projects than from 9. Please don't put anything back in that you were smart enough to take out. Take out more if I had to make the suggestion.
Thank you very much. Stephen?
The striking out of the all electric buildings line for tier, well, whatever the 2 points are in exhibit A2, just keep in mind that will, if you don't have an all electric building, you won't be getting rebates from Eversource or Avangrid. So what am I trying to say? So it was, they worked together to get those rebates to help with, like John was saying, about the project costs. Getting the Eversource rebate helps with that. If you are opening the door to allowing gas back in the buildings, which I'm not saying is necessarily a terrible idea, I'm just saying you're going to be missing out on that funding opportunity.
Thank you. Just a reminder, we have the public comment at chfa.org mailbox, so you can feel free to submit any comments that you think of after this hearing. And there's no S. Remember, public comment at chfa.org. Any other comments? Thoughts? Jonathan?
Yeah, just quickly, I'll mention that on our last project, we had planned to get an Eversource rebate, and when we looked at what the cost was, it was way more than what the rebate was. So we just changed the plans and didn't get the rebate. That's it seems to me in many cases, a tail wagging the dog situation, and not necessarily the advantage that it used to be, I think, under rules when we used to get those rebates. And even then it was 150,000 or something like that, but now it's more expensive to get it than it is to even get the value from it.
Mm. This is a quiet group. Why don't we stay on till about 1:30? If anybody has any other comments, you feel free to say them now or submit them, but we'll close the hearing in about 7 minutes.
And before people start checking out, Terry's had me on mute. She told me I couldn't talk today, but I can at least take a few minutes while you guys are still thinking about this to just thank everybody. We had wonderful participation from our stakeholders all along the way with this. And we did try to listen. We did try to find an equilibrium. We appreciate the work that you guys have done with us and continue to do with us and will do with us. So I just wanted to thank everybody for your comments today and your comments over the past couple of months in terms of reshaping our QAP. So thank you.
Absolutely. It is invaluable to have your feedback and your input. For those who just joined, we're be ending the hearing in about 6 minutes. So if there's anything you'd like to share, please do so. I too want to thank everyone for joining. Thank you for all of your feedback earlier on and today. Please do look online for the hearing recording if you'd want to look back on anything, listen again, and also to see if any changes are made to guidelines. We'll be publishing things as the work progresses, and you'll be able to see additional documentation that would help you in your applications going forward. All right, so my watch says 1:30. I'm going to close this public hearing, and thanks once again for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you.
Bet. Take care. Bye, guys.
Bye.